G'day, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Life's a journey, and being able to put that journey in perspective is an important skill or tool that we all tend to learn along the way through life experience, age, mistakes, successes. They all go hand in hand. They all tie hand in hand on our journey. And it's important to be able to put things in perspective. And I've been thinking the last few days because of recent events with an investment community that I've been a part of, and a story of a product which I won't go into detail on in this video because anybody that watches this that was involved in that or is knows the product I'm talking about. So the investment took a big hit as of late, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. I wasn't as bad off as many others. I mean, it was and still is an endeavor of mine, and it's a product that I still have some faith in, the product and the technologies. And I have other endeavors on the go in my life as well. I have a diversified array of interests and responsibilities in my life. That is and was one of them. But to back up and put things in perspective for those of you that may be having trouble swallowing the money that you lost on that investment or any other investment, losing money. Money is just one aspect of life, folks. And there's no guarantees in anything on our journey, whether it be your health, finances, love. So you can put all of your best efforts and intentions into any of those realms and not garner the results that you would like to garner. There's people that eat the healthiest, exercise, live the most healthy lifestyles, but are stricken with a disease that takes them out. Or an accident. Anybody can be involved in an accident at any time. You can put all of your best intentions into love and into a relationship, into relationships with your spouse or your children or your parents, and not have things turn out the way you envision that they should. Same goes for money, guys. Money is just one small aspect of life. The journey of life is just that. It's a journey. It's an adventure. Everything's an adventure. And there's an old quote, one of the quotes that I liked, that I used from back in high school in a project. Nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Yes, nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. It was one of my favorites. So regardless of how anything turns out, your mind decides on how to process it. Okay? So you lost some money. They print it every day. Money is just a concept. It's not the be-all and end-all. So in ending, for those of you that have lost large sums of money in an endeavor that you had the best intentions of, don't sweat it. It's not the end of the world. If you still have a roof over your head and food on your table and your health, you're doing better than probably 75% of the world's population or more. Right now, there's people starving on the streets. There's people who had good lives but lost everything, are living homeless, drug addiction, all sorts of things, illnesses. Every household, every family, every Golden Gate that you see has tragedies behind it. So don't sweat losing a bit of money. It's not the end of the world. if you've lost money. There's wars going on, there's atrocities, there's horrible things going on in the world. So if you're able to watch this video, you're probably in a better position than most. I'll tell you a little story. I'll leave it with a little funny story about money. And it was one my dad told me. And he was able to laugh about it. And it makes me go back to think, okay, if I lose a bit of money on one investment, I'll make it up on something else. Because this was his philosophy on this loss, and it's kind of funny. He was a contractor, hard-working man in his younger days. Good at what he did. My ma did not like throwing out food. Didn't matter how old it was, she would put it, if it was starting to go bad in the fridge, she would just put it in the freezer. So anyway, she just put it in bread bags, put it in the freezer. There was food in that freezer, man, that was 20 years old. Freezer bent to the high heavens. And so my dad at one time, this would have been going back 40 years ago. Now, he told me the story in the later years. He had just finished a job and he put $10,000 in a bread bag, wrapped it up, and put it in the freezer to deal with later on. It was a cash job, right? $10,000 45 years ago was a lot of money. It's probably a lot of money now. It is. But 45 years ago, 40 years ago, it was a lot of money. So anyway, there was one Saturday, my ma was out, and he decided, okay, it's a good time to clean that freezer out. And he backed his pickup truck up to clean out the freezer, because he had to do that every now and then to get rid of all that old stock. Anyway, he told me the story. He loaded the truck up with the freezer stuff, threw everything in, loaded it in garbage bags, into the back of the pickup truck, off to the dump he went. Unloaded the pickup truck with everything from the freezer, including the $10,000 in the bread bag that he forgot about. Gone forever. Gone forever. But he told that story several times to me, included, as well as other people, and he was able to laugh about it. So, if you've lost a chunk of money and it didn't destroy your life and make you homeless, or it didn't affect your health, it didn't give you cancer or a heart disease, or you're still eating, you still get your health, you still get your loved ones, it's not the end of the world. So, stay in the saddle of life in whatever other endeavor it is, and don't sweat the small stuff. Stop and smell the roses. Have a good day.